Okay, hello, first of all. Today we are going to be doing a beachy, wavy look. This is the finished product. No, I'm kidding. I literally just got up, got ready, slept on my damp hair last night, and put it up. This is what it looked like when I was getting ready. So I brought everything that I would use to do my hair in the morning in here. I was gonna actually do my dry shampoo like I usually do in there, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do it with you guys. So I have everything that I'm going to use. This is going to be different than my other hair curling tutorials that I've done for years, because when I curl my hair, I do it a very specific way. I don't know. I do it a certain way where the curls I always face them the same direction. I hold the curling iron a certain way. You guys have, whatever. You guys have seen me do that a million times. But it always, like when I brush it out, you know, it kind of looks like one big curl, and I love that. I love like a soft, really pretty curled look. It's kind of glamorous, very girly. But when I had short hair, I swear, if I knew how to do this, I probably would have liked having short hair a lot more. But I could never get like the wavy curling iron thing down. And so when I started going to Rhonda, who does my hair, every time she would do it this way, where it would be like just really cool looking, like just PC and pretty, and I would really pay attention to what she did. I would come home, I would do it, and it would look the same freaking way that I always do it every time. So the last time I went, I really paid attention. I think, have I tried to do this before? I don't think I've ever been super satisfied with it, but I think I realized what I was doing wrong. So I don't know. Let me take my rings off, because every time I do my hair always catches in my ring, especially my new one. It's kind of annoying. Last night, and this is what I do with my hair usually, and this is a good tip I think on keeping your hair in good shape, especially if you have blonde hair. Especially if you have any hair, but basically, okay, when you have blonde hair, it is prone to breakage, and my hair is kind of on the more fine side, so I really like to take good care of it. So I don't do a whole lot of heat styling. If I did, it would break off. It would be a big frizzy mess, and I like to grow it long, so if I were doing that all the time, it'd probably be breaking a lot. It would kind of lead to a lot of breakage. So what I do is, since I don't have like naturally curly hair, I don't have to be blowing it out all the time, I just do what my hair needs. So last night I took a shower like I usually do at night, and I let it air dry. That way it can dry overnight, and then in the morning, you know, when I do curl it, it just kind of smooths it. Because this is what happens when I sleep on mine. It just kind of looks, it's straight, it's not frizzy, it's just kind of like, you know, it's kind of creasing, and it might look a little fluffy. So when I curl it, that takes care of all that. I don't need to blow it out. I don't need to do anything crazy. Curling it will smooth it and make it look nice, and it kind of gives it some volume when you know, if I blow it out, sometimes it just gets too straight. I don't know, whatever. Should I show you what I put in it last night? Let me go grab that. Don't look at my sweatpants. 99% of the time, this is what I've been using over the last few years. I think I have a new one under my sink. But anyways, this one's empty. But it's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. I just ran out of it a few times ago. I forgot to put it in my empties, but it's a really good kind of, you know. And a lot of times when you air dry your hair, you can't put stuff in it like that, because it will like leave it kind of gross. But that never does. That always makes it dry really pretty. But the products that I used in it last night, I've used before, but it's the first time I've really let it like air dry like this. And it actually air dried, I think, kind of pretty. Like, I would honestly wear it like this and not care, even though it looks a little messy. So it's this Blonde Ale Brightening Cream by Dry Bar, and you guys have seen me use this before. It's for blondes. It's supposed to like brighten your blonde or whatever, but it's like a silvery kind of glimmery cream, and I just ran that all through, and it's very thin. It's almost like water. And then I felt like I needed something a little more, because I like to put something moisturizing, and especially the ends of my hair. And I layered this over. It's the Caviar, the Alternate Caviar CC, and I've used this before a lot too. So this does a lot of stuff. So that's what I put in it, and I think it dried really cool, actually. Like, I honestly like the little texture that it dried as. Okay, whatever. So yeah, if I were to have washed it in the morning, I would have for sure dried it, because I mean, you know, if I'm gonna go out, I want to go out with wet hair. So this is what I do. First of all, I mean, my hair is super clean, but I still always do this. It's the Alterna, the Cleanse Extend Dry Shampoo. Now, when I do this, I don't have to put much in it. It's not like I'm waiting for my hair to get gross and then like layering on a whole bunch of grossness. You know what I mean? This is really good. I feel like this one is very like thickening, and it actually like gives you a ton of texture. See same time, I feel like it doesn't leave like gross buildup. It actually says it absorbs buildup. Product buildup. But then this is product, right? I don't know. Okay, so kind of just lightly put that in. I feel like I need a little more right here. I need one of those things. Do you remember those things they used to sell that were like masks? If anything feels too slippery, I just kind of put a little bit. And what's cool about that is it gives me a lot of volume, but it keeps me from getting like, it keeps my hair from looking dirty. Like it actually, like before it gets oily, it kind of is just there, so it can't really get oily. Do you know what I mean? It can't really look dirty. I don't really brush it out from the roots. I'm just brushing out the ends. I've got my curling iron here, which is like 15 years old. It's probably the one that I've had since I started YouTube, and it is gross. Like, look how nasty it looks. And I've had companies like send me new ones and stuff. This is just I just love it. I think it's 1 inch. Now, okay, this is what I do. So I part it kind of where it's gonna be. I don't really have like a set part. And then I just kind of separate it. This is what I used to swear by. The Paul Mitchell hot off the press. I still would use it if I had some, but it's kind of empty. I feel like I'm not even gonna get any out of that. But when I was at Aveda, or when I was at my hair salon, this is what she always uses. It's the air control. She even said this had a heat protectant in it. This is a cool hairspray. It's like very light. And I don't know. So she starts from the front. I start from the back, because if I start from the front, I can't really see what I'm doing. You know what? Let me just do exactly what she did. So I'm just gonna start from the front. I don't feel right about starting from the front, but I'm going to. Okay, so she would take, okay, this first piece. And then sometimes like she just does this, like she just sprays it. I like to spray each piece. And that's the thing, is this will not make your hair wet, because like it is so light. Like it's like already dry, you know? It's like air. Oh, this is not gonna reach. Gosh, it's like stretching to the limit. I'll pull this out of the wall, I can feel it. Okay, I don't think she goes up that high either. She starts like midway, and then she leaves a ton out. Like you see how much I left out at the bottom? So, okay. Okay, so far so good. This is how it looks when she does it. It looks kind of like a ribbon. Because I always think like, that looks really curly. How's that gonna look wavy when she's done? And it always freaking does. Okay, now you may not need to spray every little piece. So starting off, I did this side a little wrong. But we'll be fine. But I wanted to show you this first, because I'm gonna do it right. So I spray this on each piece, and it's already dry, like it's really dry. So first section, I face away. Can't believe I did that on the other side. I did something wrong. And I'll show you in a second, but I'm just gonna like show you this clip first, so that when you watch, if you watched the other side first, you would be like, what are you doing? It'll make sense, even though I did, okay. So, see, I'm in such a habit of doing it the other way. I can't believe I did that. And this is what I messed up on the other side. Each section or each piece that you do, alternate it, and usually I just do the same. I just do all of them away from my face. The first one, do away from your face, because you'll get that pretty thing right there. But then, so the next piece, I'm going to, again, spray lightly. After I show you this, I'll go back to the other side. I can't believe I did that. And then instead of going this way, I'm gonna flip it and curl inward. And that's gonna kind of break it up so that all the pieces kind of won't go together when you brush them, and it won't look so soft. They'll kind of like look piecey. Sorry about the mowers. Okay. All right. And then the next piece, you're gonna go back. Thought about whatever. I can't believe I messed that up, but I'm just keeping it real. I didn't mess it up. I mean, you guys didn't really miss anything. I did it the same. You see how like that's in and that's, you see how that's like out and that's in? This one I did all of them out. We'll see what it looks like. We'll see if it makes a difference. I mean, I'm sure it will, because that's what, it makes sense, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so what I'm doing is leaving out a lot of hair. Can you see? When I did those first two, you probably saw it, but I'm leaving out so much hair, like a lot of hair, not just the tail end. I'm leaving out a lot. That's good too, I think, for damage, you know, because you're not like frying the ends of your hair that are likely to break. So I'm taking sections that aren't super big. She always says to do kind of small sections, like the size of your curling iron. Okay, so then look, I'm alternating this one, I'm doing it in. I see people curl their hair, and a lot of times that's what they do. But I like the effect of doing it all the same direction when you brush it out, and it kind of like all gets into that nice like curl, like it all kind of goes the same direction, you know what I mean? Like it kind of, it all kind of blends together for like a softer look. This will just make it look a little piecier. Should I go back to the other side before I finish? Let me, so now I'll show you what I did first. I can't believe I messed up. I've already messed up. Crap. When she does it, she alternates. So like this one would be facing away, and then this one would be facing in, this one would be facing away, this one that I'm doing now. So I've only done 2 wrong. The other side I'll do right, and we'll see if we can tell a difference. Golly. I already messed up. Okay. If she's watching this, she's probably like, you already messed up, what are you doing? And then this is kind of, see, this is what I do, I get lazy. I could separate that into 2 pieces. You know what she told me, and it's kind of like a cool thing. She said she never does like sections that are any wider than the curling iron that she's using. See, I'm gonna turn it. You see what I did? I turned the curling iron so it's facing the opposite direction. Not that it matters because I've been doing this whole side wrong anyways. But yeah, she said she does sizes that are no wider than the curling iron. It's not a big deal. We'll be fine. It'll be a good comparison. This is like a Tarantino style hair tutorial. All right, now we're gonna go back to yesterday. I'm just kidding. Which one did I just do? Did I do it outer? Whatever. See, I forget like which side I've done. Okay, now we're gonna fast forward to tonight. But okay, I know, I get it, but you guys, like, I'm just being real. I'm just like showing you. When I do videos, I'm not like, I don't know. I just kind of turn on the camera and go, just show you what I'm doing, you know? It's not always perfect, but I think that's why I like YouTube. Like, I don't want to watch something that's so perfect, right? And I know someone will say like, this is so hard to follow. When people say like, you know, they can't follow what I'm saying, or you're all over the place. I'm like, really? Like, we're not reciting Shakespeare here. Like, we are literally talking about makeup. Like, what is that deep? I don't get it. People just complain about anything. Okay. And then I'm gonna do this one inward. So this is looking good. This is looking like she does it. You see how like the end's really straight? Oh, can you even see the ends? Are they chopped off? Or are they cut off with the camera? You can see. This side though was not bad. I mean, I didn't like mess it up. I just didn't alternate the curl. And I didn't want to start the video off like with that and then you guys be like super confused. So that really didn't take long at all. And I always say this, but like when I'm just doing it in my bathroom, I could just be like, do, but I came in here to set up because the lighting in here is so much better. Like, this is the ideal place to film for me because I have 2 windows right here and then a wall in the middle, so it's not like you're blinded, like you can still see your camera, because sometimes if a window's behind your camera, you really can't see crap, like you can't see what you're doing. I'm letting my hair cool now, so this is good, we can chit chat. So it's a really, really good place to film, and I had my mirrored desk like in the corner over there, and I thought, Dad, like put it in between the windows. So I put it over here and it's so perfect. So now I can film here with, I don't have to do like a ton of fake lighting. I don't have to do, because I've got the windows. It's just good. And everything's real bright, but it's not washed out. You know what I mean? It's like pretty ideal. So I really like it here. And I was gonna film this in our bathroom, but the lighting in there, even though it's a bright room, the way I'd be facing, it's always so like, it's just hard in there. It is really, I know, it's difficult. Getting your lighting right is difficult. It's something that I think we all kind of struggle with, or I don't know. I do still after several years, but I like it here. This is easy and fun. Okay, so I still feel like I could let it cool a little. I'm afraid to like rush it for the video, but here's what we'll do. We'll do this side. So what what I like to do a lot of times, like if I'm just doing my typical like curled look, you know, I'll take a paddle brush like the one that I used before. This is just a Conair one. I mean, nothing like super special about it. I swear, like I just don't think it's worth it to spend so much on a brush, right? I don't know. I don't get it. But you know, I'll just use the paddle brush and kind of, but I want it to stay piecey, so I'm not gonna brush it out. If you brush it out, it's gonna kind of like look too smooth. So I'm just gonna like, you know, shake it out. Cute. Now again, this is the side that I did all of it the same direction, and it's still really cute. But you see how that end being so straight made it like it broke it up? Now that's good. Let's see if this side is that much different being alternate. I still feel like that's warm. I need to invent something where, now that I say that, if you invent it, I'm coming after you. No, I'm kidding. But like, not a cool shot on the hair dryer because that's too like aggressive. Like I don't want it to be blowing all over. But like just something to set your hair that's like maybe a little something that just kind of emits cold air that's just kind of like, you know, like if you open a fridge, how the air feels coming out. I need that for my hair. But it's a real dry feeling. Sometimes the fridge I think is humid and it like breaks it up or it makes it fall. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is breaking it up. Yeah, see that is better. The alternating it's better. I feel like the pieces are like turning. Yeah. So that is the trick. So that was kind of cool that I did a comparison. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't do that. But you see how like every piece kind of looks, you know, this is the thing, like when I do that look that I always do when I curl my hair, if I were to brush this, it would look like this. Even though they're all separate curls, it all looks like the same curl. Do you see that? How it's all going the same direction? Pretty still. But that's why you want to do it opposite for a look like this, because it keeps it looking piecey. But see, it still looks really soft and pretty. So, see, I didn't get it 100% right, but I think I got it the best that it's ever, this is the best I've ever done my own hair like this. I'm so impressed. And then you take the air control or whatever hairspray that you're going to use. I like it because I can use the same thing to curl it as I use, you know, for hairspray. And then it's such, well, that's weird. What happened there? It's such a light hairspray that it just is good. Oh, I want to get it just right before I spray it. I guess it doesn't matter. That's the whole point, right? Gosh, this stuff's just so dry and good. Usually don't spend a lot on hairspray. Yeah, this side definitely looks better. Whoa. Maybe two, because this is just like the thin side. You know, like when this is the good side and this is like the little thin side. Whatever. But that's the whole point. I guess it's not supposed to look perfect. And then I got my little fuzzies at the top. I'm gonna, gosh, this hair's, like the second it sprays on, it's dry. And it smells good. I was telling her, it reminds me of like my grandma's hairspray from like back when I was a kid. Which I don't know, she was like, is that good or bad? But it smells like a Veda. I don't know. Okay, so whatever. So that's it, you guys. I think this is the closest to some like beachy waves that we've gotten. Some curly waves. I don't know. Little kind of like messy waves. Very like casual, like I'm just gonna wear this Adidas t-shirt today and I didn't really try with my hair, right? But it just looks good. Okay, so hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you were able to follow it because there will be a quiz. So if I confused you, not my problem. I'm joking. Thank you guys for watching. I love seeing people kind of how they do their own hair. And I think this is probably my new way that I'm going to be doing my own hair. And I really enjoy it. So I hope this helped you guys out. If you were kind of struggling with being in a rut of how you curl your hair for so many years, I didn't know how. And then finally when I learned how to curl it like I did before, it was like that's the only way I could do it. And anytime I would try to do this, it just never worked. So I know, and it was just kind of stupid. It was just simple stuff, but I really tried to mimic what she did, and I think it worked. So anyways, so Rhonda, I hope you're proud of me. I'll put her info below. She kind of taught me how to do this. So anyways, love you guys so much. All the products I use will be linked below too. Let me put my rings back on before I forget. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, you guys.